American showbiz, college girl, chorus girl to star, and recently she opened up a new aspect of her career when she starred in the film The Rose to universal acclaim. Her latest film, Divine Madness, is a marvelous account of her stage performance, filmed over 3 nights in Pasadena. It's all there, the trash with flash, the sleaze with ease, the inimitable magic. Ladies and gentlemen, Bette Midler. You got 1 or 2 fans out there, kid.
I hope so. My
Yeah,
gosh,
right.
I haven't been here in a long time.
You haven't. I remember the last time.
How can you forget that?
I couldn't forget it, not in a hurry.
It was vile. I got reports.
Did you?
I was so mortified.
Why?
Really, because I don't know. I guess I was so like this that I really didn't know what was going on. I'm really usually not like that. I'm very much more monk-like, nun-like, you know.
I find it very difficult to believe. Well, I've certainly not had an experience like it since.
I'm so sorry.
How about you? How's your luck been?
Grim.
Grim,
Dear,
grim, all right.
Looking for fresh blood.
Because the last time we were sort of solo, weren't we? And
Yes, we were.
today we've got people watching us.
Yes, yes.
Yes, you're in very distinguished.
2 models of decorum. I'm quite frightened. No, I think I'll do all. You two are a bit of all right.
You reckon so?
2 handsome guys, plus you.
Oh, thank you, then.
You're welcome, dear.
The last time, in fact, you'd not done The Rose, had you? And you'd done it, but it hadn't been released.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And it got incredible reviews.
Did you see it?
I did see it.
Oh, you
marvelous.
went. Oh, I'm so
yes,
glad.
I did go. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't too sure about the film, but you were sensational.
Thank
I thought.
you. Thank
But I mean, from that, obviously, you had lots and lots of offers.
Yes, I had lots of offers to play 60s rock and roll queens who die at the end on stage. So I passed, and I made this concert film instead.
Did you have any really outrageous offers? And it's really silly ones.
No. Not that I can think of. They asked me to play a character in a film called The Polish Nightingale. It's about a Polish girl who goes back home and gets dressed up as a turkey and drops. You know, you either get rock and roll singers or you get sort of high camp characters, and I didn't want to do high camp characters.
Yeah. No more.
That's my life. I don't have to do it on film.
Well, let's have a look then at this film. As I said, it's your performance, a concert performance,
Yeah.
shot over 3 nights in Pasadena.
Yes.
And in it, you sing a song called "Stay With Me," which in
Yes.
fact you sang in The Rose. We're just going to have a look at it now. It's coming up now.
Maybe this time I should be the one to go away, 'cause it ain't my turn to have somebody grab a hold of me and say, no, you can't go. Stay with me, baby, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, my darling, without baby, I can't go on, can't go on, can't go on, with me, baby, stay with me, I'm begging you, with me,
Why do you like that song, Bette?
Well, I'm crazy about that song. I found that song 10 years ago on a record by Lorraine Ellison. It was produced by a man named Jerry Ragavoy, who did a lot of R&B records, and that session that he did with Lorraine Ellison was a very peculiar session. It was supposed to be a Frank Sinatra session, and Frank didn't show up. So he grabbed this black girl, Lorraine Ellison, and he threw the chart at the musicians, and they made a brilliant, brilliant record of it. It's sort of an underground hit, a cult record. People who love R&B, rhythm and blues,
right.
most of them own it. And I got that record, and I held on to it, and I would never play it for anyone, because I knew that one of these days I would have a chance to cover it. And when I got the film of The Rose, I decided that was going to be her death knell, you know.
Yeah.
Die! Die, you bitch! Like that, you know.
Right.
It's big, it's operatic.
What about the parts that you'd like to play?
Well, I like operatic parts. I like parts that have a big range. You can laugh, you can make them cry, you can fall down on your knees and, you know, beat your head into the sand, that kind of thing. Parts that are larger than life. Parts preferably where I'm on the screen most of the time.
Yes. But do you have any in mind?
Do I have any in mind? I'm working on one now.
What's that?
What is it? It's a film called The Edge. But I hate the title. I hate those two-word titles. I like long titles like, You Can't Take It With You. You know, I can't stand those participial titles like Getting Out, Breaking Away, Making It, Taking Off. I hate those kind of titles. I don't want a title like that. I want a big, long title and a big movie.
But what about traditional roles? I mean, is there any sort of woman in fiction that you'd like to play?
I like Mrs. Macbeth, I like.
Mrs. Macbeth?
I'd like to do, yes, I like her. I'd like to do a Jewish version of Macbeth.
Jewish version.
Macbecky. I'd like to do Macbecky.
Macbecky. Does she have a first name?
No, not yet. Probably Rose. Rose Macbecky.
Oh, Stella.
Really, for a long time, after I did that film, The Rose, I thought, well, girlfriend, you can just go on and play parts about women called Rose. You know, you can do Mama Rose and Gypsy Rose Lee, and you know, just parts about women named Rose.
Yeah.
The Rose tattoo.
Yeah. What about real life characters, so real life figures? Are there any of those that you'd like to play?
Joan of Arc, I think, would look marvelous.
Joan of Arc.
It would look great with no hair. You know, sort of bald at the stake.
What about Queen Victoria?
Oh, she's just my size, actually. She's a dumpy little creature, wasn't she?
That's right.
But I liked her a lot. I liked her a lot, except when she got so uptight, you know, after Albert kicked off and she erected that gigantic, that thing, that sort of monument. He must have been something, dear. I say. Good grief, Victoria. Really, wasn't that peculiar? Do you think that was terribly
I never
Freudian?
saw it as a phallic symbol, actually, but it took you to point it out to me.
I would point it out
You
to
would,
you.
wouldn't you? Yes. But what about our royal
He
family?
must have been something. That thing's almost half a mile high. You think she just imagined it?
I think she did. Or probably
Well,
he
that's
did.
how it is when you're in love. You know what I mean?
What about our royal family? You're still as mad about
Oh,
them?
mad
Yeah,
for
you're
them.
still-
Mad. I understand Prince Charles is going to marry a virgin. I heard that. I heard that her father said that she was a virgin. I love that. My father says I'm one, too. I will be shortly. Soon, any day now. I like him.
You like him?
I like him very much. He seems very practical and very down to earth. He's cute.
Do you feel
I could
thwarted?
go for him. Thwarted?
Thwarted or
No,
spurned?
no. You must always give when you love someone as much as I love him. You must always give them what they want, you know. And so I've let him go. And I think she's a damn sight better than Princess Caroline of Monaco. I thought for a long time he was going to marry her, and really, that was a little shaky there.
Are you saying that America hasn't got a royal family?
You mean they haven't? No, really, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I would have made a nice queen, but no. I'm not sad about it. No, I like our process. I like this every 4 years you get to go to the polls and elect some new and strange human being, someone who you have no idea what it is they do, and then they sort of prove themselves or disprove themselves over the next 4 years.
Do you have any thoughts about President Reagan? I mean,
do I have any thoughts about him?
I mean, do you find
yet.
him attractive? Or?
Not in the, well, I shouldn't say not in the least. Who was it? Gerald Ford said that his hair was prematurely orange. No, no, I don't know, not yet. He's on a honeymoon. He has 2 weeks. And then I think everyone's going to, he has 2 weeks, right? And then they're just going to beat the crap out of him. Yes, they are. And the funny thing is that he set himself up for it, you know. He's probably a bit of all right, though. Everyone wanted a change. I think it'll be interesting.
What do you think, Professor Galbraith? Would you like to serve under him? Can I rephrase that?
Under anybody
Would you like to be his advisor?
That is a contingency that will not arise.
You knew him, of course, didn't you? You worked with him.
Ronald Reagan would have some really impressive words on that, I hope. No, I didn't. Many, many years ago, we were both founders of Americans for Democratic Action. He was then head of the Screen Actors Guild. Well, that's possibly the one good thing you can say about Ronald Reagan. He does have a trade union background.
Oh, I see, that's it. As long as he's forgotten about it. You've also, since we last met, you published your book, A View from Abroad, which is an account of your world tour. You had to go on, I suppose, all these awful book signing sessions, did you?
They weren't awful at all. They were
enjoy
great.
them?
Oh, they were parties. They were great
I loathe
events.
them. I loathe them.
Oh, do you?
Terrible.
You loathe them? You're going to tell this to the public?
Yeah, but
people who buy your book.
It won't make any difference
more
because they
foolish than
never
I
buy a
thought.
book in any case.
My people buy my books.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh, they've been grand to me. We had wonderful times. I always wore a different hat. In every city, I wore a different hat. I had typewriter hats. I had a little globe hat with a little plane that went round and round. I had a book, a diary that was sort of open and had little writing on it. It was great fun. I signed all kinds of things. I signed shoes. I signed sausages. I signed sandwiches. I signed takeout boxes. I signed anything they put in front of me, I signed. And I met them all, and they were wonderful. They were, well, almost anything. One or two I had to turn away. They were very, very lovely, and they stood and they waited, and they were... It's nice to meet them and to see them face to face because it's... you get a lot from them. You really do. They make you feel real. They make you think that you're doing the right thing, that it's not all scattered and unfocused, that what you're projecting, they're catching on to. It's very exciting.
As I say, the book's an account of the world tour. Do you like traveling? I mean, do you think that it does actually broaden the mind, or in my view, it narrows the mind?
Yes.
It reinforces prejudices.
Really. I went all around the world to discover that they're really not my kind of people.
You did. That's what I mean.
Yes, you do. You find yourself becoming very biased, and if you don't like the food, you get very, very ill-tempered.
That's right. What about, let's take some countries that you went to. What about Germany?
Well,
what was your reaction to that?
That was very peculiar. The audience that I had in Germany, I can't speak for the whole nation.
No.
I can't. I can only speak for the people that came to see me, and the people that came to see me were, I must say, the weirdest group that I have ever had in my life. I mean, I've never played to a weirder group. They all came in leather and chains. And what? Who wouldn't? I don't care for that. I don't care for that S&M stuff myself. I really don't. You got to send away for too many accoutrements. I didn't like it. Well, it wasn't that I didn't like it. It made me very nervous. I was sitting in my dressing room listening to my audience rattle in, you know, like clanking in, you know. And I sat there powdering my nose thinking I'm going to perform for a chain link fence. That's all there is to it. But they were sweet, you know. They get all excited, and then they would go like this. You know, and then they would get all excited, and then they would go like this. It was like being in the middle of a Helmut Newton spread or something.
Right.
It was odd.
Did you feel, I mean, obviously you felt then that you had to be more outrageous, did you?
No, I was terrified. I was terrified. I was terrified of being in Germany to begin with because we came there, we got off the plane in the middle of the Baader-Meinhof, at the height of the Baader-Meinhof scare, and we were met at the gangplank by guards by soldiers with machine guns, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a lot of laughs. I thought, well, let's see now, if I could just go through customs like this, I know everything will be okay. It was bizarre, and I stayed drunk a good deal of the time. In fact, most of the time, except when I wasn't on stage. It was the first time I walked out on stage. I believe it was in Munich, and we were playing one of those very sort of like, well, it's sort of like this actually, one of those gray Spartan halls. And I meant to be kind and wonderful, and I started to sing at the top of my lungs. Hitler had only one big ball, Goering had two and they were small. Himmler had something similar, and poor old Goebbels had no balls at all. Everybody! And of course, that set the tone.
Did they join in?
I forced them to join in. 20 minutes later, I was still singing Hitler had only one big ball. It was fun.
Let's talk about your costumes too. It seemed to me, from the evidence of the film, are getting more and more exotic and outrageous.
I thought the most exotic I ever was on your show. Really, I've been trying to pull back since I met you.
Have you?
I'm trying.
Why do you,
I'm trying.
do you think the Englishmen like a quieter?
I think
more?
no. I think the English people like you to be as bizarre and outrageous as you possibly can, as kinky as you can be. You quite terrify me, really. This nation, a bunch of madmen, I'm sure. I am.
Well, let's have a look at what I mean. A marvelous costume you got here from the film, the Divine Madness, and it's you in one of these outrageous creations that are indeed your speciality. Difficult to describe. Where are we?
Cause we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Going to the chapel of love. Going to the chapel.
That fellow, the fellow that did the costumes for this film is a very special friend of mine. When I was very poor, not so long ago, he made all my clothes for nothing. I mean, he would steal, and I loved him, and I was never able to pay him. And when I did The Rose, he called me and asked me if he could do that film, and the studio wouldn't let me use him. And so when this film came up, I called him and I said, "This is your film. This is the film that you're going to do." And he was overjoyed. And that's like, it's really great to be able to do something for an old friend, you know.
But where do you get the ideas from? I mean, are they your private fantasies?
I pick them up from everywhere. I
Yeah?
steal from my friends, you know. I steal from books. I steal from magazines. I steal from everywhere. I'm like a sponge. I just pick it up off the street.
Yeah.
People are often foolish enough to tell me what they're thinking in front of me, you know. And I say, "Can I have that?" And before they know what they're doing, they say, "Oh, yes, you can have it."
But why did you come on the London Palladium dressed as a sausage?
It wasn't exactly a sausage. It was a hot dog. It was a hamburger. Where are you at? When we were in Germany, you know, when we were in Germany, nobody got this. Well, no, I thought it was a funny joke. When President Kennedy went to Berlin in the early '60s, he said, "Ich bin ein Berliner." So I went to Frankfurt and I said, "Ich bin eine Frankfurter." We went to Hamburger and I said, "Ich bin eine Hamburger," and it was like. I was frying some hot dogs, and I was thinking at the time, it's in my book, I was thinking at the time I wanted to come as something that was really American, and I was listening to a ball game on the radio and frying these hot dogs, and I thought, well, that's it. That's it, I have to come as a hot dog. You know, it makes perfect sense to me, but unfortunately the hot dog was stifling, and I finally had to dump it.
Where do you get the ideas from apart from that, though? I mean, the marvelous characters like, what's her name? Dolores DeLargo.
Dolores DeLargo, the toast of Chicago.
That's right. Where do you get her from?
She was a, how you say?
How you say?
How you say? She was she evolved. She was originally a cheesy nightclub singer called Vicky Eady. She was just this tacky broad who wanted to be, I had all these terrible, terrible, awful, vulgar songs that I wanted to sing, but I was too embarrassed to sing them as Bette Midler. So I thought, well, I'll just make someone up, and then they'll never know it's really me, you know? And so I made up this awful singer named Vicky Eady, who's sort of a cross between who longs to be Vicky Carr or Edie Gourmet, one or the other. She doesn't care. And she, of course, she just has no taste and no talent and great ambition and great determination. Eventually, the dress that I was wearing for Vicky Eady dissolved. I mean, I wore the dress out. And so I thought, oh, I'll get a new costume for her. And I looked through the books. I read a lot of children's books. I love children's books. And I came upon Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales, and I saw The Little Mermaid, and I thought, well, that's it. I'll come as a mermaid. That was it. As soon as I saw the costume, it's like Larry Olivier. When he gets the nose, he knows what he's going to do. When I get the clothes on, I know what I'm going to do. And so I got the drag all set up, and I was and then when I got the wheelchair, it was great.
The electric wheelchair. A mermaid in an electric wheelchair. All kinds of disgusting things happen, Professor.
Really, she has little coconuts that she plays with.
That's right. Now, some things remain constant in your act, of course, and they are the soap and urn jokes. Now, do you have any new ones?
No, I only have old ones.
Oh, well, give us an old one.
Oh, gosh.
Come on, give us a progress report
The
on
last
Sophie.
time I was here, I said, I did, oh, gosh. I did hanging out the laundry. I did, all you have to do is tell them the punchline. Let's see. I was in the woods last night with my boyfriend, Ernie. And he said to me, Soph, these woods sure are dark. I sure wish I had a flashlight. I said to him, so do I, Ernie. You've been munching grass for the last 10 minutes. Terrible. Don't laugh at anything. They must be starved for entertainment.
And how's Geraldine?
You mean Clementine?
Clementine, sorry.
Oh, I haven't got any new Clementine jokes. I'm sort of thinking about not talking the next time I come out. But I don't, you know, when I do a show, I'm sort of thinking that I'd like to become a serious rock and roll singer. But I don't think they'd like that. I think they'd be real
Absolutely
angry at me if I stopped talking.
What's unique about you is the blend of all the stuff that happens, and that's
Yeah.
what makes it unique.
Yeah.
I mean, you had this extraordinary success right across the board now. How have you...
Success, did you say?
Success,
I'm sorry,
I
success.
said.
Well, that too.
Not too, yes. How have your parents reacted to it?
They've stopped speaking to me.
Have they?
Everyone in my family has stopped speaking to me.
Really?
Just this month. I don't know what I did wrong. I really don't.
Really? I mean, there's a family rift.
Yeah, we've had a big rift. Yeah, we've had a rough month. It was bad over the holidays. Didn't make enough phone calls, I'm afraid. I shouldn't be telling that on national TV.
What about your dad, though? I mean, he's proud of you, isn't he?
I've never been able to figure him out. You know, you go through your whole life with these people, and you don't really ever get to know them. You're still a stranger till the day you die, and that's the one question that you probably carry with you to your grave. What did he mean by that? You know, he's made peace with it. He's made peace. He's a very queer old duck. I mean,
Is he?
he's a real criminal. He really is. He's just bizarre. He used to collect. He was very into hardware, refrigerators. We had a backyard that was littered with them. You know, at one point we had 20 refrigerators in the backyard. You know, all you had to do was say, "Dad, the sun looks great shining on those refrigerators." His whole day was made. He loved it. Once, you know, and he was cheaper than shit. I mean, he just wouldn't pay. He wouldn't pay for anything. He would always do it himself, and it didn't matter if he was doing it back asswards. It never mattered to him, you know. One time, the roof was leaking, and he got some shingles, and he was also into lawnmowers.
Lawnmower?
Yeah, he was into lawnmowers, and the roof was leaking, and so he got these shingles, but he didn't have one of those presses that you have to have in order to roll, you know, in order to press the shingles down after you put the tar on the roof. You know, so he hauled up a lawnmower, and he seemed to work. I couldn't believe it. I was so mortified.
Omar,
Me.
you once described American women as being impossible. Has anything that Miss Midler's done or said tonight changed your mind?
Terrific. No.
Thank you, my dear.
She's really
Thank
terrific.
you.
Yeah.
Really
Would you like her as
Things are
a
looking up.
would you like her as a bridge partner?
No, nothing. I wouldn't like to do anything that serious with that.
You wouldn't.
I do things that fun with that.
You're going to say something about it.
I was going to say that I can't play cards at all. I'd be a dreadful bridge partner. I can't play cards at all.
Well,
I can't.
women generally are rather bad at cards, aren't they, Omar?
Well,
Don't be
especially the
sexist.
prettier ones.
What?
The prettier ones are not any good at
The
cards.
No,
prettier
no.
ones aren't good at anything but one thing. I'm being rude.
Well, listen, what's the future then? You're going around promoting this movie now, and then what after that?
I've been promoting this movie. I'm so tired. I can't tell you. I'm just about to fall asleep. It's nothing personal. I've been promoting this movie since I can't remember, since the thing came out. It's a year now. And I keep promoting it because I really like it, you know. It's, I broke away from my manager a couple of years ago, and it's the first thing that I ever did on my own. And he said, he came to me one day when I was very sick. I was just about to make the film, and he said, if you do this film, your career will be over. You will never work again. And I said, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? And I packed my bag, and I've been on the road with it ever since then.
And are we going to see you the next time you're over here
Probably not.
with the stage act? Yes, you are. When are you going to come back? Any
As
plans?
soon as I get a show, as soon as I can put a band together, I'd like to dump that old show, because it's on film, and you can see it anytime you want. And I'd like to have something brand new before I come back.
Well, come back soon, because you're
Thank
very,
you.
very welcome.
Thank
Ladies and
you.
gentlemen, Bette Midler. Okay, my thanks then to Omar, Sharif, to Professor Galbraith, and to you, Bette Midler. We'll leave you now with another clip from Divine Madness. It's Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. Good night.
Put the boys to sleep and boogie every night. Wake them up and sing we in the early fry. They grab their hands and stamp their feet, 'cause they know how it goes.